Are you stuck deciding between leasing or purchasing your next car? Today we'll break down the out-of-pocket costs over 3 years for both options using some popular vehicle models. By the end of this video, you'll have more clarity of which option might be better for you financially and other flexibilities and benefits. First, let's quickly go over what leasing and purchasing a car entail. Leasing, you pay to use the car for a set period, typically 3 years. At the end of the lease, you return the car or have the option to buy it. Purchasing, you buy the car outright, either with cash or through a loan, and you own it once the loan is paid off. Now let's compare the costs with a couple of examples. Note, the costs and rates provided are for illustration purposes only and may not reflect current market prices. Example 1. Let's compare the cost between leasing and purchasing of a $25,000 car. This is the estimated total out-of-pocket cost for leasing the car for a period of 3 years. And this is the estimated out-of-pocket if the same car was purchased and owned for the same period of 3 years. This factors a standard depreciation of 20% during that period of ownership. Example 2. Now, let's compare the costs for a $30,000 SUV. If one had to lease the SUV, this is the estimated out-of-pocket cost for a period of 3 years. And here is the estimated out-of-pocket cost for purchasing the same SUV for the same period of 3 years after factoring a standard depreciation of 20% during that period of ownership. Now let's talk about the pros and cons of purchasing a vehicle. Purchasing pros: ownership. Once the loan is paid off, you own the car and can keep it for as long as you want. No mileage limits. Drive as much as you want without worrying about extra fees. Customization. You can modify your car to your liking without restrictions. Better long-term value. Over time, owning can be more cost-effective, especially if you keep the car for many years. Purchasing cons: higher monthly payments. Loans typically have higher monthly payments compared to leases. Depreciation. Cars lose value over time, especially in the first few years. Repair costs. After the warranty expires, you're responsible for all repairs. Now let's consider the implications of insurance and accidents for both leasing and purchasing. Insurance and accidents. Leasing leased vehicles often require higher insurance coverage, increasing premiums. If the vehicle is damaged in an accident, you'll still need to make lease payments while it's being repaired. This can also affect your lease end charges if the damage isn't fully repaired. Purchasing. You have more flexibility in choosing your insurance coverage. If the car is in an accident, you're responsible for repairs, but there are no lease-related financial penalties. So, what's the takeaway? Leasing can be attractive if you enjoy driving a new vehicle every few years and want lower monthly payments. However, purchasing a vehicle is usually more cost-effective in the long run, especially if you plan to keep the vehicle for several years. And above all, you have more flexibility of taking care of the vehicle and driving unlimited distances in a year for your road trips.